Todd, Joey, what is happening here today?
Well, we came up to Canada to put on a race. We're Champcar World Series. We are North America's home for $500 endurance racing. What that means is you bring out a car that's worth no more than $500, like that RX-7 that just passed. You put your safety cage in it, you get it ready to go, you bring it out, we tech it, and you get maybe 3 or 4 of your buddies together and come out and race for the day. Anything from a 7-hour enduro to a 24-hour overnight race.
Wow, 7 hours to 24 hours. Today's race is?
Today's a 7-hour enduro. We'll do one today and one tomorrow on Sunday.
What tracks do you folks race at?
We race on 2 in Canada, which is this one and also Shannonville. And then back in the States, we'll race everywhere from east to west coast, from maybe Buttonwillow to Texas World Speedway, Iowa Speedway on the NASCAR track, Virginia International Raceway, Road America. We've got 42 races, I believe, scheduled this year, tracks all over North America.
42 races, my goodness. 42 races.
42 races in North America, including Mexico this year.
And including Mexico.
Yes.
What's it like for a driver to participate in a race, an endurance race of this nature, these kinds of cars? What's it like?
You know, whether they're a novice or a seasoned professional, I think whatever the first thing that everybody comments on is how much fun they've had. It's just a blast to get out, get this much seat time, and compete wheel to wheel with other drivers. Obviously, with an endurance race, you have issues with you know, heat, exhaustion. We limit the driver's stints to 2 hours, so that way we don't have any safety issues of drivers being too tired. But other than that, you know, like I said, the drivers have a great time. A lot of them want to stay in for longer than 2 hours, so it's a blast.
Typically, how many cars do you have attending a race?
Today we've got 29. We can run anywhere from 30 cars up to as many as 90 to 95. We typically will limit the field so that we don't have any more than 37.5 cars per track mile. That way there's plenty of room for everybody to race and it keeps it relatively safe.
It can still get pretty busy though.
Oh, absolutely. With 90 cars, even on a large track, that's a lot of cars moving around the track at one time.
How long has Champcar World Series been around now?
Champcar started in October 2009, and so this is our 18th month. We completed 22 races last year in our first full season, and like I said, we've got 42 on tap for this year, and we're already starting to set the schedule for next year.
What's the growth been like? What's the feedback been like?
Growth has been fantastic. We've actually anywhere from 50 to 100% growth rate when we return to a track. So we'll start out with 30 cars at a track. The next time we come through, we'll get 60 to 70 cars. The feedback's been fantastic. The guys, like I said, the club racers, we've had guys from the Stewart-Haas racing team, which is Tony Stewart, race with us. Everybody loves this series. Everybody loves this series. You come out, you race. We don't, we don't play any games with the drivers or the cars. You come out, you get your car teched, you go out and you run it until it dies, or you finish the race.
I understand that there seems to be a remarkable amount and probably a requirement for a sense of humor with this form of racing. Noticing some of the teams' monikers.
Absolutely.
Some of the teams' monikers, their handles and such.
Guys, yeah, the guys are welcome to run a theme on their car if they want to and have a little fun with it. It's not required in our series, but if you want to come out and have a good time with it, that's fine. You can even kind of decorate the car up a little bit to match your theme. So everybody has fun with it. It's good.
And this is almost like stress relief valve.
It is. It really is. This is grassroots, right back at the basic level where you bring out a street legal car, you put your safety equipment in it, and you go race it.
Final, any other thoughts? Any other points? Oh no, actually I do have a couple questions.
Yes.
Typically, how many laps are we going to see? How many laps are we going to see in a race like today?
A race like today, this is I believe a 1.5 mile?
3 kilometers, so 2 miles.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm from the States, so okay. I haven't done the math on that.
2-mile course?
2-mile course, so we will probably end up with around 800 laps, I'm guessing. We did Iowa, which is a 1.3 mile oval. That was a 24-hour race. We did that about 4 weeks ago. We had, I believe, 1,300 laps during that race.
How many miles is Iowa again?
It's a 1.3 mile circuit on the road course at 1,300 laps at about a 55-second fast lap. So yeah, they're screaming. Even though these are $500 cars, we actually have, you can bring out a car from SCCA or one of the other car clubs. As long as it meets our basic requirements, we'll let you run it in what we call our exception class or exclusion class. You're not running for the podium, but you can't come out and run the whole race. Even some of the $500 cars that are running out here will keep up with some of those IT class cars. So they're not slouches, a lot of them. A lot of these guys know what they're doing when they put their cars together.
There are some unusual combinations out there too, aren't there?
Absolutely. We've got things from what you'd expect in an Integra or an RX-7. We've got a minivan running today. We've had an old Dauphine run with us before. We've got 4-door sedans that run with us. I mean, anything that a guy can drag out for $500 and knows how to work on and understands the car and knows the drivetrain and the components, they'll bring it out and they'll run it. And some of them do quite well, surprisingly.
This is your first time up here in Calgary?
This is my first time in Calgary. I've been to Canada many times, Vancouver, Toronto, Quebec, but first time in Calgary. I love it here. It reminds me a lot of Texas.
A little bit,
yeah.
But for the course, it's an older course, but
yep.
it's holding its own.
Oh, it's, yeah.
Are there plans to return?
We would love to. If the track is still open, we'll come back. Absolutely.
Any other words? Any thoughts?
We'd love to have everybody come out and join us, whether you want to come out as a driver, you want to come out and spectate and see how it's done the next time we're here. If you want to cross the border into the States and join us at Spokane, we'll be doing one there here later this year.